Hello everybody, Chillbo back again with another playthrough. We're just going to begin year 1 of Legacy of the Unconquered Sun. Exalted, actually. Legacy of the Unconquered Sun. And there's my fancy title. And there we go. I have a setup video if you want to watch the setup video prior to watching this one so you know where we are on the board and what our characters are. You know what I didn't do in the last video was I didn't show you where the quests were laid out on the map. And we got quest 4 is down here. Quest 5 over here. We got quest 3. We got 1 and 2. Now quest 3, it's an easy quest. It's green. It's just one leg because each quest has a number of legs. Like this one up here, these two up here have 3 legs to actually do the quest. But you get the rewards for each line, so it's pretty good. You actually, progress a little bit, and you get a lot more stuff. Like here, quest 3, which is what I'm thinking of doing, we attend a council of peasant elders and savants. I'll explain what all the challenges, stuff, and all the spoils of war once we get to it, but the first thing is we have to get to that quest. And that quest of quest number 3 is right next to Panther. Now, in a month, you could travel 2 dominions. That will cost you 1 month to travel. So if I go 1, 2, that cost me 1 month on the time wheel. If I wanted to travel 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I would do that, but if I did want to do that, it would cost 2 months, or I could just go 2 and spend a jade coin, because jade coins let you travel 1 extra dominion. So that's if you ever wanted to get that little extra boost. Oh, by the way, Panther starts in Sijan, and Kirighast is where Harmonious Jade is. Now, on the wheel, this is how it works. The wheel is really the main part of the game. When we move our characters on the board, we have to be able to stop at a quest, or an epic quest, or a rival. Now, there are no rivals on the board yet. The rivals come out only when, after the players solve their first renown token. Once they receive their first renown token, rivals come out throughout the entire game to that player. In this case, we're playing co-op. It's going to happen to both of us. So we have to track our people to certain quests. Now, here's quest 4. Now, quest 4 has got a little bit more going on to it, although it seems pretty simple as well. But I don't think I'm going to do quest 4. This is quest 4. I think I'm going to go over to quest 3 and just show you what a 1-tier quest entails. So the first thing we do is we don't move our markers on the time scale yet. We have to plot our course. So what does that mean? Let's see if I can get everybody in view here. We got to get to 3. And there's, all right, there we got her in view. He only has to travel 1 to get to quest 3. That's going to cost him 1 month. However, in order for him to wait to solve the quest, if we want to solve it with Harmonious Jade, we want her there as well. So let's plot her course. It's going to, now and again, I want to stay right along the rivers because they have the largest and therefore the cheapest way to travel. So if we went 1, 2, 3, 4, I could cross here for 5 and then here for 6. It would take Harmonious Jade 3 months to get there without spending any jade. So if I know it's going to cost her 3 months, Panther is going to move first. He's always first because this is how it's set up in the game. As far as Panther going first and then Jade would go. If other people were playing, it might be a couple more characters in between these two. But right now, these are the only two people playing. So let's plot Jade's course and go that 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. And then into here for 6. Those 6 spaces are going to cost us 3 months because we can move 2 dominions. So we go over 2. Actually, he should go first. So he really should come here first because he's first in the day. But we're going to make him go 3 months as well. So they're both there at the same time. So if we went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that's where we would be on the time wheel. You'll notice I have these motes of essence in these months where the cycle is. This here happens to be Panther's cycle. So when the wheel points to this row, he gets a jade. Actually, it's going to happen 3 times. And then same thing when Harmonious Jade comes into her lunar month or whatever it is. All right, so we made it there and we moved our 3 months. So let's go back to the time wheel again, and I'll show you what happens. Now the time wheel moves. In other words, if I had moved, I just want to be very clear, I couldn't have stopped here because there's nothing here. You have to plot your course until you hit that quest, the quest objective, or arrival. And in a competitive game, you could go to another solar and fight them, but we don't do that in this game. All right, so right here, we move the wheel. Now, nothing's happening in this first, so I could keep moving the wheel until it hits something. So here is the wheel hits here, and then the players now in initiative order can act out their wherever they're on spot. Now, Panther is going to invite Jade to try to solve this quest. Quest number 3, so let's get quest number 3. And we'll see what it entails. So we came over here to this area to attend a council of peasant elders and savants. This challenge means this color, and if you notice on our boards, the color is wits. So that means we could roll 2 wits die, and she could roll 4 wits die. This requires, on the quest cards, 2 successes. It doesn't mean we roll 2 dice. But because there are 2 people playing it, or trying it, it ups by 1 for each additional player after 1. So all these challenges are going to be +1 if these guys fight together, and we're almost assuredly going to do these things together. So we need 3 successes out of, I said, 6 dice. Now, there's another rule. I could spend a mote of essence to roll an additional die. Being there's only 1 leg in this challenge, I could only roll 1 additional die. But if there are 2 legs, on this leg I could roll 1 additional die, but on the second leg, I could roll 2 additional dice by spending 2 motes of essence. And so on and so forth. And of course, if it's a 3-leg quest, on the 3rd leg I could roll 3 additional die by spending 3 motes of essence. I could also spend 3 to roll my anima banner, which would make me roll my highest, which would be resilience. Now, I could spend 3 just to roll 5 dice, and that won't take into consideration rolling extra die. So in that case, it's good. However, I don't know if I want to do that right now. But I could spend 1 mote, bring his total. You know what? I'm going to spend an extra mote on Jade. So she could roll 5, and he could roll 2. So that would be 7. That's 7 dice we're going to roll, and only need to be able to attend this thing with our wits. We only need 3 successes on 7 dice. These dice are cursed. We'll see that in a minute. All right, so let's try this. Let's put this out. And I got my 7 10-sided dice here, D10s. And 7, 8, 9, and 10 are successes. And if I roll a 10, it's 2 successes. So let's see what happens. I don't think I have any cards that I want to play. Oh yeah, you know what I wanted to do? Before we roll, I want to, on both of our turns, I wanted to sell this thing for a mode of essence. And I wanted to sell this thing for a mote of essence. So let's grab that mote of essence back because she didn't need to spend it. Well, she did, but she got it back. So there we are. We still both have 6 each. We're still rolling 7 dice. Okay, those 2 cards, if you saw the setup, you realize they're not good for a co-op game, but we can sell them. All right, here we go. 3 successes. And we have 2 there and 1, 2 there. That was an 8. So we got 4 successes. That wasn't bad at all. I was just going to tell you the dice were cursed, which I did, and maybe I spoke too soon. All right, so we did attend it. Our wits helped us. We understood what was going on at this thing. The spoils of war are very simple. Everyone gets the renown tokens that was involved in the quest. So they're both going to get 2, a green renown token each, which would go towards our combination that we're going to need to solve one of the epic quests. On this side, however, there's 1 charm card. That gets split between the party. So it's not 1 each. The only thing they share are the renown tokens. So let's put this down and let's figure out. I got a charm card. I can't look at it. And I have to decide who's going to get it. For no apparent reason, I'm going to give it to Panther right now. So let's see what it says. And these are not interchangeable between characters. Eternal Elemental Harmony. All right. Let's see what it does. It looks like it's Dace on. Yeah, it looks like Panther's on there anyway. Play this card to trade in any 2 renown tokens in any combination in your own possession for 1 of a different type. All right, now, in case we need renown tokens and we don't have the combination we need, that card makes us trade in 2 of these to get 1 color. But normally, I could trade 3 of any 3 to get another color. So I don't have to worry about that. I could do it for 2, 1 time. All right, so that's it. We did that. We solved the quest. We're going to discard the quest. And I'm not going to show you every time I'm going to have to set up a quest, but I'll just show you what happens. Once we solve a quest and we have a blank area, we get another quest. And, okay. Found a place of learning for mortals. And that's going to give us a blue. So let's put that down. We still need a dominion for 3. So now it's a green card. So we're looking at the green location of it. And these things, they get a little very confusing. There we go. It should be just like that. And if we look on the map, it looks like the green 3. Well, not the green 3. But yeah, green is going to go right over there. It takes a little bit to get this map and these cards correct. Sometimes there's a little north symbol on these things, but in this case, there is no north symbol. So you just have to do your best to try to puzzle it together. All right, so one other thing happens. Now that they both receive the green renown token, the rivals start to come into the world. So let's look at our first rival. And I'm not going to do this every time either, but I am going to show you how we set up the rivals and where they're going to go and how they get positioned on the wheel. This will be Panther's rival. I just drew this from the top. Now it's green, which is a good sign. That's probably an easier rival. Let's see if this thing could ever focus. Hello. Okay. Not really. On Arlie said Ivory. There's her picture. If we could ever get it to focus correctly, you get to see it nicer. Chosen of Ending's side reel. Again, there's a lot of strange words in here. All right. The roving celestial assassin, who is this woman, I guess, on Aru's location is revealed, but not for long. If she isn't stopped, she will murder a promised solar before disappearing again. That's just her plot, and it's just for flavor. But now we do have to worry about the equipment and the anima banner that she has. Star Metal Power Bow. Lowers the dice rolled by each opponent in a resilience contest by 1. So if we're fighting her with resilience, we have to lower each of our dice by 1. Or the number of dice that we roll by 1. And her anima banner, lesser sign of Saturn, when sad Ivory, I guess we'll call it that, should lose a fighting or stealth contest against foes, automatically add 1 extra success to her total for a potential tie. That's rotten. And those are the spoils of war that she gives us. And the defeat, that's I think it is a purple. It's very hard to see these colors, but I have to look at it outside of the camera, and it looks like it's a purple. Yeah. These purples mean she takes a purple from each person involved in the fight. So not just 1 purple, she would take 2. And if we don't have purples, we go dormant. We lose a month for each renown token we couldn't afford to pay. All right, so this is we have to find out where she's going to go. She's green, so we pick a Dominion. And the Dominion is, it's going to be right there. Look at that. So this is what we do. This is Panther's rival. I take Panther's black figure to show that this is Panther's rival. Right there on the board. And I take the second black figure, and I'm going to put this rival, let me get rid of this, on the time track as to when her plot comes to pass. See here, she has a number, and the number there is 7. And it's colored, which means she's going to be able to fight with that blue color when it comes to 7. It'll be her stealth. And that's what we have to watch out for, because when she does fighting with stealth, if she loses, she gets to add 1 extra success to potentially tie us. That's bad. Okay, so she becomes active. 7 months from now, her plot will come to play. So we go to here, we go to the month that we're in, and we count 7, or we could just look at the wheel. So, but we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's when Panther's rival comes into play. So let's put Panther's rival right here. Panther will be ready, we hope. And now let's do one more rival, and this rival is going to be for Harmonious Jade, because she also got a renown token. And unfortunately, this one is red. It's Iron Siaka. Okay. And red is usually much worse. Iron Siaka negotiates an ongoing truce between feuding demons to maintain the status quo of creation. If she can be discouraged from doing so, the demons may destroy each other in their mutual hatred. And there she is. Alright, her equipment. Star Metal Gormal. When diplomacy and love fail, there is Iron Siaka's weapon. It allows her to roll her fighting score of 4 in a contest that's normally based on wits. So normally, if we do 3, she could go up to a 4. The roll remains wits-based for solars. Okay, and she still does our fighting. I don't know if we're ever going to change to wits. We have terrible wits. Anyway, her anima banner, lesser sign of Venus, she reduces any fighting rolls made against her by 1 die. So if we plan to use fighting, we lose a die off of our roll. And it looks like she's taking a green. So let's figure out where she's going to go. She's red. We grab another Dominion. We're going to put her on the red. I think it's going to be this way. And it is. Oh, and she is way over here. Oh, my goodness. She's way over in this little corner here. So we grab the black of the rival from Harmonious Jade. And she's also going to spawn. Let's see when she comes into her plot. Her plot is only going to be 4 months. Ooh, that's terrible. That's awful. All right, so I'm going to have to put her 4 months from now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that's just not good. All right, and we'll put her right underneath Harmonious Jade. So we know that we must get to her first, because if we can stop her plot, she won't take the green tokens away from us, which, of course, we have 2 green tokens. If both our guys fight against her, then we each lose the green, if we lose. If nobody fights against her, only Harmonious Jade would lose that 1 green, because it was her rival. So at least both of us wouldn't lose the renown. But regardless, it really doesn't matter. And to solve these quests, we need to even try an epic quest. We need, look on this one, 2 green, a blue, a white, and a red. Then we got 2 green, 2 blue, a red. That's between the whole group of people that are trying it. That's not for each solo person that's trying to attempt the quest. Everybody, the whole group, just has to have one of each of those to be able to get in. So we could let her, you know what? I have a card here that could have, I could draw 2 for a second rival, but I don't mind both of these rivals. Actually, I think we can take her. I think. Let's see. Can we do anything else? No, there really isn't anything else we choose to do. All right. Sorry about that. Focus again. All right, so let's continue on with the game. So now that we've done all that, we have our rivals set up. And again, I'm not going to do that every time. I'm going to do it off camera just so we can speed up the video a little bit. Here we are. We have to now plot a new destination. And I want to try to do it before she comes to fruition. So we could try to head down to 5, which is close. And the 5 quest, I think we're going to be okay to do. That's involving fighting, and we're good with fighting. Let's try to get down to that 5 quest. So let's say how long it takes us to get there. And then we'll start moving our stuff. Now, she's 4 months away, so if we go 8 spots, that's 4 months. So we got to try to maybe spend some jade. So let's see how we can creatively get down there. If I go here, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could do that in 3 months. That's good. So I'm going to move both of them because they're both going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So that's going to cost us 3 months on the Richter scale. So we just go 1, 2, 3. And we're still going to be in time because this won't happen until the wheel hits here. We'll still be able to move into her area and still fight her. So the wheel moves. Oh, we stop. The wheel stops right here because we see a mode of essence which goes to Panther. I'll put it over there. Actually, it's going to do the other like this. Also go to Panther. And one more time, it goes to Panther. Now we'll take care of this. Something happens, so let's see what it is. We are at number 5. Let's get our quest 5. It's a yellow, so it's a little harder, I guess, but not really. Not if we're doing with fighting. All right. Try to go as slow as possible. And it won't matter because it just doesn't want... It only focuses when it wants to focus. How about this? Is that better? All right, so let's see what it is. Let me... Recognize imminent war and strained relations between mortals and an underworld lord. So the challenge is involved with fighting, and we need 3 successes. Don't forget, we're trying it together. We need 3 successes, and our fighting is 4 on Panther, and we have another fighting of 3, so that's 7. I'm going to spend 1 mote of essence, because we're allowed to spend it. I'll take it off of Panther, because he has. So that 7 becomes 8. We're rolling 8 d10s. And we are looking for 3 successes. Let's see what we get. Okay. Here's 1. And you believe we have 1 success. Isn't that just dreamy? So they couldn't recognize any imminent war in any strained relation. So their fighting completely failed. Was there anything that I could have... Well, yeah. Any 9s or 10s would have been successes, but I didn't feel a need. I didn't feel a need to play it. And we could play it after the dice are rolled, but I didn't even roll a 9 or 10. Alright, so we failed this. So this quest is done. And I'm going to just pause the video and just set up a new quest. Alright, we're back. So the new 5 quest is down south here, not too far from where we were. And it's Avenge a Murder. So let's put that in 5. Alright, that's all set and ready to go. And we were unsuccessful. And because we were unsuccessful, there's no penalty. Other than we were just unsuccessful and, they were dumbheads because they couldn't fight. Okay, so really the next thing to do is we're going to have to fight our first rival. So the first thing we got to do here is we're going to move 1, 2, 3. Looks like it costs 4. Let's try to do that a little bit better. From here, 1, 2, 3. It is going to cost us 4 to get in there. There's no other easier way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 4 because of this little spot here. So let's move them both into there. Now we can only have 1 month to do that. So that's for 2. Let's see. No, we have another Phantom Steed. Let's use our steed. This is Harmonious Jades. We can add 2 dominions to our movement. And if the month was attuned to that, we'd be able to use 4 movement, but we're not going to be able to do that. So Harmonious Jade can get there. We're going to discard the Phantom because we've used it. However, we have to spend 2 additional Jade for Panther to get in there. And he does. So he's going to be able to do it. Everybody could do this in 1 month. So there's the 1 month. Now the wheel turns. And of course, we're ready to do our actions. If not, the end of the month, she's going to be able to do her plot. And of course, if we fail, she's going to do it anyway. All right, so this is the harder one out of the 2. And this had a whole bunch of little rules and stuff to it. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so we're going to fight her. She wants to use her Socialize, which is a 5. If we change it to fighting, let's see. When diplomacy level fail, if there's Iron Shock as a weapon, it allows her to roll her fighting score of 4 in a contest that's normally based on wits. Well, we're not doing that. The roll remains wits based for solars. We're not doing that. She reduces any fighting rolls made against her by 1 die. So she's already rolling 5 dice. In this case, it's not how many successes we need. We just have to have more successes than her. Let's put her down. And let's figure out what we want to fight her with. Now, if I choose fighting... Well, actually, if we spend our Anima Banner, that's 3, he's going to be able to roll 5 dice. And she could spend her 3, and she could roll 5 dice. So that's 10 dice. I think we're going to do that. Let's spend her Anima Banner. That's 3 motes. So she's going to be able to roll 5 dice. And he's going to spend 3 motes. He's going to be able to roll 5 dice. Now, if I wanted to, I could add 1 extra die. And that would be because she only takes 1 renown token. So I would be able to add 1 extra die between the 2 of them, not thousands of people. So I'm not going to do that. He's going to roll 5 dice, Panther, and Jade's going to roll 5 dice. So we got 10 dice to her 5. I guess that's going to be the best. And we're fighting with resilience and stealth. And I don't think she had any kind of... let's see. Allows her to roll a fighting score. There's no wits involved. And we're not using fighting dice, so we don't even lose that one. All right, I think we're going to be okay. Let's roll her 5 dice and see how many successes she gets. And I do have a card that would make 9s and 10s double successes, but we could do that after the roll. All right, so she has 1, 2, she got 3 successes. It's just amazing how when I got to roll for them, it's just simply amazing. So she has 3 successes. Our 10 dice, we need 4 successes, because if we roll 3, we fail. Oh yeah, look at this. 1, 2, 3. There's our 4 successes. We had plenty of successes. That was a good one. So we beat her, and the best thing is we don't lose the green tokens. We get 1 charm and 1 reward. So let's get the 1 charm card, and I'm going to give the charm card to Harmonious Jade. Let's see what it is. Imminent Solar Glory. And, alright. Gain 2 motes of essence in a month attuned to Dawn. If you're Dawncast, these motes are in addition to the ones you normally gain. So, when Dawn comes up, which would be next year, we get 2 extra motes of essence. So we'll give that to Harmonious Jade. And we also get a reward. The reward we can actually look at and decide who we want to give that to. This is a befriended wolf. Okay. Add 1 die to a resilience roll when you attempt to resolve a quest or epic quest objective. Your wolf companion helps keep you well fed with prey. It costs no jade to play it, because rewards cost things to play. So we could play this, and it doesn't get discarded, because it would say discard after use. So we get an extra resilience die with our wolf. I'm going to give it to Harmonious Jade. No, I'm going to give it to Panther. Panther seems like he would... No. Harmonious Jade is getting the wolf. Absolutely. She's the rogue. Apparently she wants a wolf. Now the wolf, that's interchangeable between any of them anyway. No matter where they are across the board, they could use the wolf. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to set up a new rival for Harmonious Jade. Okay, Harmonious Jade's new rival is way up north. That's where we were, and that's where the new rival is. Let's see what the new rival does. Shepherd of the North Star. And eventually, my autofocus just is not working correctly. The Shepherd has learned important information about the fate of the Solars, but must be coerced to reveal it before his journeys lead elsewhere. Oh, it's a guy. Sorry. Equipment. Star Metal Serpent Sting Staff? No. Yeah, it is Sting Staff. If the Shepherd's 4 stealth is equal to or higher than the stealth score of each opposing Solar, add 2 dice to a fighting roll he makes. What is his stealth score? Is a 4. Our stealth score, yeah, it's higher. It's a 3, but it's not higher than Harmonious Jade's. So at least she won't have to do that. Oh, score of each opposing Solar. It's not. So if we fought together, we won't have to do that. Lesser sign of Mercury. Roll the highest wits among the Solars who seek to confront him. If that roll fails to get any successes, the Shepherd escapes altogether and he's removed from play. He's regarded as victorious. Yeah, that happens to a lot of them when they escape. It just, it's not well. And he takes a green and a blue. Oh, boy. All right, let's give that to Harmonious. And as I said, we put him all the way up there. We won't have to... Oh, we have to figure out how long he's going to come into play. I wanted to show you this too. See, he has 2 successions here. He's got a 6 and he's got a 7. The 6 and the 7 means he comes out 6 months from now, but he can last for 7 months. So the 6, actually, he would be fighting with Socialize. And the 7th, he's going to be fighting with his wits of a 5. So either way, we got 5. But we have 2 actual months before he comes into play here. So let's put him, he's 6 months from now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's what he comes in. All right, I think we're just about done. Let's plot our course to our next spot that we want to go to. I'd like to solve some of these quests, but these rivals just constantly get in your way. Let's see what we can do as far as where we're going to go. I'd like to solve quest 1. 1, 3, or 5 are single quests. Well, 1 is up here. That's not so bad, actually, because that's... And 3 is right down here below the camera. Let's see what they give us. 1 gives us a blue. 3 gives us a blue. I'm sure we could use any color right now. But this is actually going on the way to the Solar. So maybe if we go to 1, we'll be able to cut across real quick to any of the Solars that are going to come into play. So let's see how long it's going to take us. We're in a pickle here. We could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do that in 2 months because we'd be able to spend... Oh, I think we have that thing that we can go 1 more. No, we don't have that. Nope. We used that already. 1, 2, 3. No, that's the bad way to go. So let's go the good way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to cost us 5, but let's make that 2 months for 4. That's 1, 2. And we'll each spend a jade. And again, it's interchangeable. So I'll take the 2 jade off of Harmonious Jade. And that would give us 1 additional move each. And that's it. We're ready to go. I think we're good with the video. this is where we stand. We're ready to solve another quest. This quest would be to save an innocent from a lynch mob, and that's what we'll try to do. Oops. Alright, we won't spin the wheel. We're going to leave everything as is. We're going to see you in the second half of year 1 in the next video. That is it. Keep your brain on a treadmill. Play more games. Chillbo out.